Okay, it's July the 19th, 2016, and I'm here in, of all places, the court in the Kiryat. This is just outside Haifa, for a case to try and save the life of a young woman of 28 years old who the Revachah would like to steal. Look at the view, absolutely gorgeous. Personally speaking, I spent 5 years in this court, and it's the first time I've personally been here in a number of years, and it's quite traumatic actually. So the case is today at 1 o'clock. As you can see, number 315 is the room that's going to decide this girl's future. And here is the father of Shirley. Ma'anyene Mari, מה שלומך? איך אתה מרגיש? איך אתה מרגיש היום?
איך אני מרגיש?
אין מילים. קצת... Okay, so what is his stomach's turning over. He's very nervous about what's going to happen to his daughter, and I feel the same because I know the feeling of courts, and we wait here to see whether or not his daughter's life is going to be released to him instead of the Revachah, no? So אתה קצת מאוד, כן? בטן שלך מסתובב? אוקיי, ניר.
אני ישנתי גרוע הלילה. אני ישנתי גרוע.
אוקיי.
אני מתרגש מאוד.
נראה, אנחנו נראים. אוקיי, טוב. This is the social worker and the lawyer who are actually going to decide Shirley's future. So Ari, who is the father of a 28-year-old girl that the social workers actually took 3 years ago, put into hospital and drugged her like a horse until she couldn't speak, has been trying to help his daughter for the last year to recover from this trauma. She doesn't even live in Israel anymore, but the Revachah decided a year ago that they wanted atropos of her mind and body, guardianship of her mind and body. She doesn't live here. And today there is a case with the social workers who want this girl back. She's 28. Get this? She's 28. She doesn't live in Israel, but they want her. They don't know she's not in Israel. So let's see what the decision of the court is. It's very quiet today in the Kiryat. Very, 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 very quiet. This is what it looks like in the court. He doesn't want to talk. How can they do this to someone here? How can they do this? This is what the courts in Israel do to you. How can they want to take an adult girl who's not living in Israel and put the father through this hell? For what? For what? We pray that this court case ends in success. Surely they can't demand a girl who's 28, who's suffering from trauma from the social workers, to be brought back and suffer some more. Let's see how things go. The father is now really suffering during the court case, which is inside. As you can see, I'm outside the door. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I'm just going to review this for you. 3 years ago, in a neighbour's dispute, where they wouldn't sell for a cheap price to the neighbour, the neighbour made a phone call to the social services, to the Revachah, to say that there was something wrong in the house with a girl in the house who was about 25 at the time. The police came to the house with the social worker, knocked on the door on the pretext that the mother had murdered her 2 elder sons, which is absolute nonsense. They saw their daughter Shirley, scared, in the bedroom, and they lifted her by her hands and legs they took her away and they put her in a hospital. They started a therapy of OCD, drugs for this, drugs for that, increased it to schizophrenia, increased it to epilepsy, and after a year, Shirley was so traumatized and doped that she couldn't hardly speak nor lift a cup. Long story, long battle. The parents managed to take their daughter away and start her road to recovery. Catatonic PTSD, really, from what they did to her. However, after 6 or 7 months, the case should have been closed, but no. The Revacha made a letter. We want guardianship of this now 27-year-old girl's mind and body. The parents were frightened. They left home, they ran away, and they hid in another city in Israel. But the pressure increased, In the end, the family left Israel, no law against it, and went away. In order to have the freedom to come and go and be with their friends and family here, this case today is to decide whether a social worker can have the right to take a 28-year-old girl away from her home and her family or not. And this is what we're waiting for the decision for. The case goes on. The case goes on. And here the father sits, waiting for a court to decide his life for his family of a 28-year-old girl who's so traumatized by what happened to her, she doesn't even want to live in Israel. You tell me, is this how it should be? That this man, who's in his retirement age, should literally be sitting here, waiting for some strangers to decide his future, the years he's got left? So we wait, and we wait, and we wait.